Hi there, welcome to Grand Theft Auto 4. We're on the Lost and Damned at the moment, and this is a little review on my favourite car in the whole series. That is the Blista Compact. Now, here are some different cars with sort of variations on. This one's hazard lights have come on because it's in the trainer mod. If I press end, which is my fraps key, it seems to turn on the hazard lights of the last car I was driving. Well, a little history of this car. It's been in every game since Vice City, I believe. It might have been missed out in a couple of games in between, but it's pretty much stayed the same throughout the whole series. This is it in GTA4. It's basically exactly the same in GTA5, except the little scoops on the bonnet, they're not standard, you have to put them on yourself. So yeah, this is sort of a base model. I've got a sunroof there. I can't really say more about that, so sort of clean back on that one. This model here, we have it in, instead of like a sort of metallic sort of finish there, we have a sort of white paint job. This has a covered sunroof and it's got a grey spoiler, sort of cheap option there. We got another metal one except with a full colour-coded body, so the see the one over there with the flashing lights, it's got a black lower half. They tend to have that in the series of blisters. We've got fog lights on here, which are quite cool. I like these, even though you can kind of see through them slightly and they don't actually light up. This one has the sort of sporty package. It's got the sun strip on it. The sunroof is closed as standard in these. It's actually got a parcel shelf, which is an interesting little extra for some reason, and it has these side skirts. The side skirts are quite nice, but the problem is they don't actually line up with the front and rear bumper, so I tend to not have those. You can get that in GTA5 as well. So it's hyperdynamic sports on the side of this one. And on the back end we've got a double exhaust here, as opposed to the standard looking one. It's a 1.4 injection, it says. 1.4 litre, that's nippy, I suppose. In variable valve timing, I think that's a joke to variable valve timing, I think that's VTEC. It's just a little joke there. This is another version here with a red paint job, which I put in through the trainer. It's a metallic one, it's got the colour-coded spoiler on this one. So yeah, let's get in one. I think I'll get in the base model. Yeah, just have a little look around. So, yes, let's turn those bloody lights off. There we are. So yeah, it's a 1.4 injection, this one, and it is the second lightest car in this game, and it is very light. I don't have the exact value of the weight, but it really is light, you can feel it. So let's just have a look on the interior a sec. So, open the bloody door, Johnny. There we go. I quite like the design in there, actually. Yeah, look at that. It's quite nice seats. It's got sort of red stitched patterns. It says Blista on there. It's got quite a sporty looking steering wheel. A lot of people seem to think that this car sucks just by looking at it, but like you really got to actually drive it to see what it's like. This is a front wheel drive, which I know it's like people are like, oh no, front wheel drive sucks, but I think it's actually really manoeuvrable with front wheel drive. I mean, look at that. Look at how easily it just swings around. Brilliant. Whoa. And that's how light it is. I went over that bump and it launched me a little bit. I can't really say much about the engine. You can open up the bonnet if we want. Open hood, as they call it. So it's an inline 4. I don't think it's got any supercharger or turbocharger or anything. But, let's have a closer look at it. Let's just close the trainer a sec. Yeah, what can I say, really? It's a pretty simple engine. 2 cam. Well, yeah, obviously. 1.4 litre with a sort of, I think it's with a VTEC joke on it. If we look at the rest of the car, quite a lot of space in the boot, I suppose. I mean, well, it's not huge amounts, but it's pretty wide, you know, so you could certainly fit large flat things in the boot. And if we open all the rest of the doors, you can just see on the inside. It looks really comfortable. It's a really laid back, open position. This car actually reminds me a lot about the design of the DeLorean in some aspects. If you look at sort of, let's just close all of the hinged bits. There we are. I mean, look at the front. It kind of does look a little bit like one in some ways. Although I think this car is mainly based off of a Honda CRX, so I don't really know much about that car to be honest, but you can see the similarities. It also has the same sort of driving seat sort of style as the DeLorean. I've been looking into it because I really want to drive one of those cars. I want to own one of them. So let's actually get going. In fact, let's put the speedo on and stuff. That will be in options. I'll put the speedo in kilometers per hour and in miles per hour. Miles per hour is more familiar to me, but kilometers per hour makes more sense. Okay, so let's do a 0 to 60. Now, see if I've got my timer ready on my iPhone. Nope, okay, let's get it out. Right, let's do a 0 to 60. Go. Oh, quite a bit of wheel spin there. Could have done that a bit more gentle. Hopefully that plane won't get in the way. And there it is. 9.64 seconds I got. Bearing in mind the speed seems to be a really weird scale on this game. Not too bad. It does accelerate really well, this car, because, well, like I keep saying, it weighs barely anything. And a great little trick with this thing... Whoa. Cool. Great little trick with this thing is, a little problem with front-wheel drive cars is if you are driving fast, like say I am now, and then you just decide to whack the steering wheel over, I'll do it in a sec. It'll just understeer, see? I had to back out of that one because I was going to hit the... Whoa, oh my goodness, nearly broke my favourite car. But yeah, nice little trick with this one is, I believe the brake bias is really set back or something, because if you are in that situation, and I'll show it again at the end of this runway, if you are in that situation you can hold the brakes down as well as accelerate, and it just kind of swings it round. It's a little bit uncontrolled, but it really gives you some manoeuvrability in this car. Oh, the sound that the car makes in Grand Theft Auto 5. Here, you can do this turn here. There you are. Brilliant. See, I love that. It's brilliant. And yeah, the sound that this car makes in Grand Theft Auto 5 is fantastic. If you go on the interior, you know, the first-person view, I have had a go. I have got the game pre-ordered, and it is one of the first things it's going to be the first thing I'm going to buy is this car. It makes such a nice sporty noise. Let's see how well it actually does a little slide. It slides pretty well as well. But yeah, I am very excited to see this car in Grand Theft Auto 5. Lots of people probably won't get this. It's a very underrated car, but I think the styling is brilliant and the handling and speed is brilliant, and I'm not going to go over that ramp because I'll break it. I might go over this ramp though. Alright then, let's do it. Oh shit. There we go, I've wrecked my favourite car. Wow, look at that. I quite like those wheels in a way, because they're not sporty as such, they just sort of... They're alloys, but they're just nice, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Interesting little thing, if you try and darken the windows of this in Grand Theft Auto 5, it also darkens the middle light there, which doesn't actually light up. Might as well go over this ramp now that I've broken the car. That was a bit of a fail, but due to the control of the car I can swing it back round and carry on. But yeah, I was thinking I might just show you the Blista Compact in some other of the games, because I've got every Grand Theft Auto game, but I can't really be bothered to be honest, but you can just go on the wiki to find out. I've got the wiki open on my other screen right now, so yeah. There was also the not compact version, just the standard Blista when it first got introduced in Grand Theft Auto 3, and it was more of a sort of van, like a... Well, actually, I'll bring up a car which is very similar in a sec, but yeah, it's a completely different vehicle, and they remade it in Grand Theft Auto 5 initially, which I do have, just called the Blista. It's kind of like this, but a more modernised look to it. But yeah, I'll just I'll just bring out the car that's sort of similar. Here we are. It's kind of similar to this car actually, in a way. This is the minivan, but yeah, the original Blista was kind of like this, so it really has changed quite a lot. But yeah, just have a look on the wiki, and yeah. If you're thinking of playing Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5, and you think, oh look at that, the Blista Compact, oh it looks naff, doesn't it? Well, just sort of, you know, look again. Realise this car is actually really awesome, and I love it. So that will be the end of this video. Thank you for getting this far, and as always, just keep watching.